This tutorial is going to look at the concept of pin settings or plot style tables. We're going to talk about how to create some new ones, how to install some that are already existing into AutoCAD, but most importantly how to use them in Page Setup Manager to create different line weights and hierarchy in our technical drawings. The strongest parallel between pin settings and our analog drafting tools is through rapidographs, or different types of technical pins. After you would use these for quite some time, you would find that the association of the color would equal line weight in your mind, and that will parallel to what we do in AutoCAD. You'll start to associate the colors of a line with different line weights to build hierarchy in your drawings. Now, the first AutoCAD file we're going to look at is these series of lines. They're in different layers. Each of the line has a different color, and when we go to plot this, or print, we're going to leave the plot style table at none. We'll notice that all of the colored lines stay their actual color. And one of the easiest plot styles to do that's default in AutoCAD is the monochrome. And what this is going to do is it's going to change all of these lines to black and white. But in this case, all of the lines are the same exact thickness. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down, we're actually going to create a new one. We can change this to start from scratch, and we'll just give it a name of test. Now when you're creating a new one, you can click on the plot style table editor, and each of the 255 colors you can give their own line color, line weight, line type, and you can customize a whole array of things. The thing that we're going to focus on primarily is the color. We'll start with black. We're going to leave the screening at 100. That's probably equivalent to opacity, so you can think about it as 100 would be 100%, 50 would be a 50%. And then we're going to go to line weight. We'll make this a really thin line. Now you could keep customizing this, say save and close, and complete your plot style, your custom plot style right here. But let's talk about some plot styles that have already been created. In our department, we have a series of plot styles that we've set up for different classes. We're going to talk about how to install those right here. From here, we're going to go to File, Plot Style Manager. What this is going to open is all of the plot styles that are currently loaded into AutoCAD. And we've got a folder that already has a created plot style here. I'm going to open it up and talk about some of the specifics of this plot style. You'll see the color is, for color 1, is set to black, 100%, and that very thin line weight. Color 2, same settings, slightly thicker line weight. And they keep moving up all the way to color 7, which will be our thickest line weight right here. Colors 8 and 9 become smaller line weights again, and the screening is back. So color 8 is 50%, 9 is 25%. And I'm going to go ahead and customize 10 to be 25% as well, and 0.05 right here. We'll save and close these plot styles. Installing them into AutoCAD is as simple as dragging and copying them into the plot styles folder. From here we'll close it and come back to our setup. We'll go again to Page Setup Manager, modify this, and look at our plot style table. When we pull down, we'll now see that the MSU LA plot style CTB file is installed, and we'll click on that and say OK. Now, when we go back to plot this, because we changed it in our Page Setup Manager, the plot style is now showing as our MSU LA plot style that we just installed. And we'll go to Preview to see the different line weights. You can see they grow from a smaller line weight, completely black, to our thickest line, and then our screening layers right here. Now, what's really valuable about pin settings is that they can develop hierarchy in our technical drawings, as we talked about. Let's look at an example here. We have a drawing that's set up. We'll go ahead and plot this. We're going to set the plot style table and just monochrome and take a look. Well, the drawing doesn't look bad, but all of the line weights are exactly the same, but it's still drafted fairly well, and we can make out a lot of the different components in this drawing. Well, let's go back and change the plot style setting to one that was built just for this project. We'll zoom into a particular area here. You can begin to see that the different line weights for the building really help this to pop out. We can look at a different part of the drawing and see how the light line weight of these contours helps them sort of recess, and that information to still be visible but a little more faded back. Now be sure to try out different pin settings in your drawings. You aim to create visual hierarchy in your different documents in AutoCAD.